He didn't even do it once. I know I'm gonna get a shiny. You know when they point something out to you and you just start obsessing about it? Delicious. Delicious. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Sleep. If you are new here, hi, welcome. Welcome to the channel. I make Pokemon Sleep related videos and let's get into what kind of Pokemon show up today. So this is session, that was a little bit of a tongue twister, but this is session 123. Monday's session. We are now Tuesday. And I've only got 7 hours. That means there's some untracked time. Wait. No, it's just 7 hours. That sucks. So I got snoozing time. I guess it didn't take into account the amount. Yeah, well obviously it wouldn't, but the amount of time taken to fall asleep was 3 hours, so not good. But we see an Eevee. We got 2 Eevees. Now, do I catch them both? Here's what I'm afraid of. What if I catch both of them and I continue doing that throughout the week and then I run out of biscuits by the time a shiny comes up, you know? But I should probably get both of them. I'll try to get both. And you know, despite the event perks being your main skill being triggered 1.5 times more likely, I have not really seen much of a difference yesterday. My Vaporeon, he usually always pops his skill. But yesterday, he was so shy. He didn't even do it once. So that put me a little behind on ingredients. So we were very lucky that one was caught in 1 bonus biscuit, and let's see how lucky we are for it. This hungry one. We got 3. That was a bit dramatic. But I will give it 2 more. You know what? I know I'm gonna get a shiny Eevee. I feel it. So sometime this week I will get my first shiny recorded on stream. Not stream, on video. Okay, so I'm sure everyone is going to want to level up the Eevees they caught, so I'm going to choose this photo so that we all get some extra Eevee candies. Alright, level 9, serious, I forget what that is. Oh. What? It's not terrible, right? I don't know who I would use that for. Oh, didn't I catch 2? We'll go back later. So let's gather my ingredients, and Vaporeon popped his skill, which is great. Bulbasaur did not do the same. I was hoping for more honey because I'm a little low on honey. So we earned 88 sleep points. And 88 is a very good number. I'm not sure how many of you are Asian here or whose families observe the lunar calendar, but Chinese New Year is going to be on, what was it, February 20? And it's going to be the Year of the Dragon. So it's a huge deal, you guys. Like, people plan out their wedding and the birth date of their child so that they can be on the Year of the Dragon. I guess even more better if it's August 8th, Year of the Dragon. So it's like 88. And then even with weddings, they try to get like the 88 in there because it's eternal happiness or something like that. So yeah, my mom is like huge on that. She doesn't celebrate Western holidays as much, but she goes hard on Lunar New Year's. Let's see the other one that I... Wait a minute. I thought I caught 2. Oh my god, I only caught 1. The other one was full, right? I think the other one was full. Well, at least we raised up the friendship point for that, so it's not all that bad. So... Oh, actually, before I do that, let me not... I should not forget to feed my Snorlax. And use that ingredient ticket. So these are my current ingredients. 204 out of 300 slots available. And I got bean sausage and moo milk. I do not need bean sausage. I only have 5 oils, so I'm really running low on oils. So I was struggling with my meals yesterday. I wasn't able to do my usual, so I had to really rely on the big malasada and the huge power soy donuts, which is why I got low on the oils. But today, let us make our tried and true steadfast ginger cookies. I can't believe it's already level 36. So I have a bonus level of 64%. Now, you guys, I feel like I have been having some teeth issues recently, which have been quite annoying since I talk for these videos, right? But I was on braces for 5 years when I was younger, and then because of an overbite that wasn't corrected, I had to be put back on adult braces. But this time I was able to go on Invisalign because it wasn't that bad. It was just to correct my bite, which was affecting my jaw, which would trigger my TMJ. So I'm not sure how many of you guys are familiar with TMJ, or if you also unfortunately suffer it. I feel bad for you. It truly is annoying, and the chronic pain is, like, as sad as it sounds, you get used to it, right? But then you have to sacrifice like certain foods. So sometimes I feel like I'm on a grandma diet because it would just hurt from all the chewing. So I try not to chew on this side, but then I'm afraid that my muscle will atrophy and I'm just gonna look lopsided and sad. But the Invisalign did help for a bit, although I feel like because my jaw is just not used to the new position, it's been flaring up. So I've tried this like thing where they kind of like the muscle gun, where it just like goes on your jaw, and there's a chance of that working. Some of his patients saw a lot of pain relief from that it wouldn't come back. But unfortunately for me, the treatment I did too, it did work for a while before the pain gradually came back. So I have to be super careful when I yawn. I can't really open my mouth all the way. There's always clicking on this side, and if I am going to be putting my hair in a towel after I shower, I have to be careful as well, because sometimes the position of putting my head upside down can lock my jaw, as funny as that sounds. I can't bite into an apple anymore, so I always have to cut up my fruits. Eating burgers is quite difficult. If it is a big burger, I cannot open my mouth wide enough. And prior to this issue, I already was not able to open my mouth that wide because I have a small mouth and my teeth do not fit. So when I had my braces done the first time, congratulations on the shiny Pikachu. But when, oh, this person had a shiny like last week as well, or yeah, I think last week. It's pretty lucky. So yeah, before I had my first round of braces, I had to remove 4 adult teeth, so 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, just so that everything can fit. And you know, orthodontics has gone such a long way, because now we kind of figured out that it's not really good to do that, and your jaw can collapse due to the space or something like that. But yeah, so that's a bit unfortunate. Also, my orthodontist, there's a team that I work with, so that was weird. I feel like this is the first time I ever showed my screen, but so there is a dentist, a surgeon, and an orthodontist. They all specialize in the jaw. And my scans came out. Oh wow, sorry, I'm like all over the place. But look at that cute shiny clefable with the green tips on the ear. But yeah, my scans came back, and the result was that I have a underdeveloped jaw. So my lower jaw is more underdeveloped than my upper jaw. So I look like I have a short this area, although he told me it doesn't look too obvious. So I'm glad about. But you know when they point something out to you and you just start obsessing about it? That was what it was for me. So I can't stop obsessing about it. And you know how everyone has like a good side? I feel like because this side I can chew on, this is my good side. But I will not show you guys this side, because it is like an entirely different face on this side. I don't know if you guys could relate, but yeah, I understand now why photographers are like, do you have a favorite side, you know? So yeah, that's the issue with my jaw, and we are still continuing treatment to see what is up, what can we do. And I am scheduled to see the oral surgeon on sometime in December, to see whether or not Botox would be the next good option to help relax the muscle. But I'm afraid that my muscle there is going to atrophy even more, and my face will just continue going. So yeah, lots to talk about. Ideally surgery. I'm so jealous. Sonata already got a shiny Eevee. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. If you're watching, let me know what you're gonna do with it. So lucky. But yeah, that's my jaw issue. Another issue is that I have wisdom teeth I need to remove. So 2 years ago, I had one wisdom tooth that I removed on the bottom. It was very easy because it just grew up straight, no complications. The dentist just had to yank it out like a regular tooth. But now I have a wisdom tooth on my upper right that is growing in, and my lower left that has been bothering me. So the upper right tooth is growing crooked and is pushing onto my molar, and then the lower one down here is stuck under the gum. So that is bad because it is going to be prone to infection if I don't clean it properly, which I do. I clean it properly, I take extra care with that tooth, but sometimes you just can't help if food gets stuck there, right? Because it's like half exposed, half under the gum. On top of that, the root of my wisdom tooth on this side is way too close to the nerve. So my dentist told me that with this tooth, we will have to cut it in half and then let the root stay there. And he said that the miserable part would be feeling the root growing up like a baby tooth, you know, when you're teething. So I'm afraid of that. And this tooth, I think he just needs to cut open the gum and then yank the entire thing out. But oh my god, my first time getting my wisdom tooth done, no complications. I thought it was going to be hell, but it was just like a tooth extraction. I didn't get puffy or anything. I just had like local numbing, like the needle, and that was it. And that concludes the search. So I think 2 shinies that we saw. Congratulations to the both of you. I hope you continue to find more shinies during this week. So yeah, I am scheduled to get my wisdom tooth teeth removed this Saturday. So that is Saturday the 25th. Now normally I don't record on the weekends, but I was like, you know what, this is Eevee week. What if I find something super good on Saturday or Sunday? So I probably will just record and then screen record if I do end up finding something, or just update you guys on the community tab with photos. If you guys are unaware, I do sometimes make little updates on the community tab, so check that out if you are ever curious. That sounded weird. If you are ever curious. But yeah, I'm actually very anxious about the wisdom teeth because I am going to be put to sleep, and my friends have been kind of scaring me about that. And you know, you freak yourself out even more by watching videos of like things that can go wrong, right? And I'm getting like quite a lot of anxiety from it. So my dentist told me that he could prescribe me like anti-anxiety medication because he feels like I'm too anxious, and the last thing he wants is for me to like freak out at the clinic. So we'll probably do that. I don't know. And I'm not sure what the recovery will be like for this extraction because it does seem a little more invasive. So I don't know how quickly I'll recover, how puffy I'll be, how swollen I'll be, how miserable I'll be. My dentist told me that I would be miserable for 2 weeks. So I'm hoping he's just saying that as like a far stretch so that if I do recover quickly, I'll be like, oh, it wasn't that bad at all, you know? So yeah, that's what your girl is dealing with. The week is shortly coming to an end, and I'm just so nervous. So if you guys had your wisdom tooth extracted or anything like that, let me know what it was like for you. Give me any tips and tricks for recovery, what to expect. I've already spoken to some people, but yeah, I just feel like the more I hear about other people's experience, the more it'll just quell my nerves. So that is my little update for today. Tomorrow I am seeing my besties again, so that's gonna be super exciting. So the last time that I saw my best friends, we were supposed to meet at one of my best friend's house because she recently moved. But my other best friend, she was kind of not knowing when she was able to leave her house because there was a technician that was supposed to come to fix her heating. So last minute we had to change our plans and head to her place. And usually when we all hang out, one person would order the food and then we just transfer each other. That way it's just more easy when it comes to like Uber Eats and everything. So usually my friend, the one with the baby, she likes to do that because she also likes to collect the points on her card. So she did that for us, and by the time we got home, I asked her what the amount was for e-transfer, but she was like, no, it's okay. Thank you guys so much for coming last minute. And I feel so terrible. I do not want to accept it, but she won't tell me how much it is. So, and I know that if I send her the e-transfer, she's not going to accept it, and then it's going to be like floating around, and I might get a fee on that amount that isn't getting accepted. So I figured, as a good friend who has picked up on what her baby's favorite foods currently are, I'm going to bring some groceries for her tomorrow so that she can have one less thing to worry about as a new mom. So it's 11/11, make a wish. And I'm done my wish. So her baby has been really enjoying broccoli and oranges, so really into the sensory stuff right now. So I'm gonna pick up some broccoli and oranges. There is also a delicious cake place here where I live, and unfortunately they only open from Wednesday to Sunday, so Monday, Tuesday they're not open, but tomorrow is Wednesday. So I want to treat my best friends to that as well because I don't think they've had it before. But you guys, the cakes are so good, and the macarons too. I'm like salivating thinking of it, but I like my cakes where the sponge of the cake is not too sweet, fluffy but not too sweet and moist. But also the icing, I don't like it when it's that thick, stereotypical North American sweet icing. Not for me. I like the whipped cream type of icing that is not too sweet but so fluffy. And when I first tried the cake, I was like, wow, this is delicious. Definitely on par with Harb's cake that I had in Japan. And for me, when it comes to cake, if it's too sweet, I can't eat a lot of it. So oftentimes I have to share with my boyfriend. But with these cakes, you guys, I can have a single slice and probably more just for myself. Like, it is that good. And the macarons, don't get me started on the macarons. Macarons have definitely become a very viral fad food over the years. And I have been suckered in on that too. There was a period of time where I was making macarons at home because I wanted to perfect it. But this place makes the most delicious macarons because the shell is what makes it. Also the filling, oh my god, the filling is so good. But she makes it in a way where the outer shell is like, you know, crisp, hard, stereotypical of a macaron. But what makes it so good compared to others is the inside is so nice and chewy. And I feel like it's the chew that is missing from other macarons. You just feel like you're eating a meringue, really, like a baked meringue, right? But this one is crunchy, it's chewy. The filling just like ties it all in together. That girl knows how to make pastries. So, all that to say, I'm excited to bring some over to my friends tomorrow. And I should, now that I'm remembering that I have my wisdom tooth removal on Saturday, I should eat all of my favorite foods before I cannot. So, reminder of myself that I should treat myself before the sad day comes. But that is what's gonna happen soon for me, friends. I hope you don't have to go through something like that, although there are far sadder things happening to people. And you know what? A wisdom tooth is probably the least of my worries. I am healthy and I'm in good shape that I'm able to take myself from one point to another. So I shouldn't be so dramatic about it, right? At the same time, it's anxiety of like the needle in my arm. I hate needles. So at this point, I'm just rambling. Thank you guys so much for listening to me. Thank you guys so much for joining in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys take some time to do something fun today. Eat your favorite foods, laugh, relax, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Have fun today and take care. Oh, actually, tomorrow's video might come out a little late since I am hanging out with friends, but it will be out regardless. That being said, take care, guys. Bye.